Hey everyone, this is Thomas here with What's Cooking. Today I am going to be making some tabouli and hummus. You can see I've already got my chickpeas drained and rinsed. And what I'll do to begin with, got all my stuff assembled that I'll need here. I'll go through that in a minute, but I'm going to get my couscous going. With couscous, you usually want to go 1 cup per 1 cup. So what I'm going to do, I got my water boiling over here behind you. Getting it boiling. I'll bring it to a boil, and then I'll take a cup of couscous and add it to it. And you don't really want to boil couscous. Once you get the water to boil, you drop the couscous in, put the lid on, take it off the heat, and just let it do its work. And after about 5 to 10 minutes, just give it a little stir and fluff it. And then I'm going to put it on a sheet pan to let it cool, so we can put it inside the couscous, inside the tabouli. Alright, so get this over here, get my water rolling along. Basically all I'm going to use, I'm going to use 1 cucumber, 2 Roma Tomatoes, a couple little small sweet peppers, some limes, and then some fresh herbs. And to start with, we'll go ahead and get our vegetables cut up. So I don't like the skin in my tabouli, so we're just going to go ahead and get this peeled off. I'm going to do it on top of the plate here. So I've already washed all the vegetables, washed all the herbs, so we're good to go there. And if you have a compost pile, this will go good in it. And put this in the trash. Alright, so now I like to have a nice fine cut on my I'm going to do cut in half. I'm going to cut it down so it's about 1/8 of an inch pieces. And then also so I can take the seeds out. I don't want the seeds in my tabouli. Other people might like it in there, but I'm going to actually take it out and just eat it right here and now. Alright, so what I'm doing now, getting all this stripped down, small little strips, try to get them as uniform as you can. Watch all the chef shows, and it's kind of what they look for, is a nice uniform cut. Again, the seeds, don't want them in my tabouli. Just something to munch on while you're making the tabouli. Now, just nice little cubes. Bite size, so if you take them on a piece of pita bread or a chip, or even if you're going to have it as a side dish. Alright, got my large bowl over here. Transfer it in. And they say don't use the edge of the sharp edge of the blade to put slide off, because it'll actually dull your blade. Alright, now we're going to go with the tomatoes. Being that these are Romas, shouldn't be very juicy, so I will use a little bit of juice of these to go in here. Turn it this way, get to the skin a little better. I like to flip it over, so usually I get a better cut all the way through. in. Remember, be careful with your knives. Actually, the better and sharper the knife is, the better. Dull knives are how most people get cut. Alright, rinse this off real quick. Now we'll go to our peppers. Or another way I like to do these too is cut down the center here. And you just pop out the little stem. Here, and it pops out these like that too. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to julienne these down and then dice them down a little bit. Kind of hear my water starting to get hot over there, so we'll drop the couscous in a moment. And that will only take about 5 to 10 minutes for it to swell. Then we will cool it. So tabouli is a really simple, healthy dish, Mediterranean, in the Middle East. Basically, it's served as a side, or you can serve it as a topping on such things like falafels and things like that. We like to have a little bit of hummus. Pita chips, tortilla chips, whatever you prefer. Got some trouble here with some of these chops, eh? Alright, so we'll slide these in as well. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get my limes sliced. Juicing, I have 2 fresh limes. Rinse one more time. Alright, so now that we've got this in here, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and get an onion. And I like doing the onion kind of last because this way I have a little water on the board and it won't dissipate in the air as badly with the water on the board, which means I don't cry, i.e. you don't cry. Alright, so get that peeled. Little trick when you're cutting an onion, look for the butt of the onion. You see what's the bulb, looks like the bulb. Cut down little strips, just about all the way through. I like these to be kind of a fine dice. And then come across the front. Down, up and down. Again, look for where's the bulb. Turn that to the back. Small little strips. Come across the front. Down. And got some nice little cuts there. Alright, so now we are going to work on our parsley and our cilantro. I find what I like to do after I've bought a parsley and cilantro fresh, I'll rinse it off and put it in a cup. Just add a little bit of water to the bottom of it. And then I'll actually take the plastic bag that I get it in. And I'll show you. Keep it in the fridge this way. Keeps it fresh for several days. Just kind of ball it up, tuck it up underneath, and just sit it in your fridge and drain the water every day or two. And that'll keep your fresh herbs in the fridge. A little trick that I've learned and I love to incorporate now, That's when I want to cut. First I'm going to drain these. Do it like this and you can give it a haircut. So what I'm going to do here, just going to start trimming. So put it on the cutting board and start giving a nice little haircut. And it's safer if you want kids to do this. Your kids can hold the cup here and they can give the parsley a haircut as well. It kind of gets them involved. And you just kind of grab it, pull a bit out, and give the parsley fro a haircut. I'm just going to go ahead and use all of this. So I'm using one bunch of each. When you start getting down to the stems, that's when you quit. I'm using this curly leaf parsley. No, maybe I won't use the whole thing. Right. Same thing with the cilantro. Rinse, pour the water out. And then it's going to give it a small little haircut. Again, be careful with your cuts. I've done this quite a bit, so I'm kind of used to doing it. Maybe not on camera, but I'm used to it. I find the scissors is a lot easier method than to put it on a cutting board and have to clean up the mess of afterwards. Again, get down to the stems. Once I kind of stop into there. Alright. Set it off to the side here. Alright. And if some of your chops are a little too big, the little thing, once you put it in a container or something, just get in there and just chop down. I like a little larger leaf in mine as well, so some people like it fine. Alright, so now, as you can see, we've got a nice little mix in here, starter. Simply now all we have to do is get our couscous going over here. And I didn't take off the heat, but I am going to take the lid off now. And with the couscous, you simply just want to take it, just kind of fluff it a little bit. Just fluff it up. Just fluff it with a fork, similar to your rice. So kind of get a little poof to it. Separate it out. Doesn't take long. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I want it to cool rather quickly. So I've got a pan with aluminum foil on it. I'm just going to put it into the pan so it has a nice little flat base. A lot of surface area, that way it can cool quicker. Got a spatula handy to get you a little scrub off of there. And that's just what happens if you don't take it off the heat in time. It'll kind of tar on the bottom, but a little soap and water will fix that. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of spread this out. I'm going to put it in the freezer just for a few minutes just to flash cool it. And we'll come back to our tabouli. Now that we've got this, I'm going to start with some of my sauce aspect of the tabouli. Got some minced garlic. I'm going to go ahead and use a tablespoon of minced garlic. There's a little juice. Might take a little bit of juice out of there as well. Just a little added flavor. Cumin. I love cumin. We love cumin in this household. I'm going to do a tablespoon of cumin. Roughly, I'm going to heap in tablespoon. Going to do a teaspoon of kosher salt. And this is just to get it started. Probably add a little more once we get it in there to get the flavor. And gonna use my lemon press. Squeeze my limes in. I'm using 2 whole limes. Rip on that thing. Alright, last one. Nice splash there. Here we go. In there. And you may want to give an extra little squeeze on it. More out there. Alright, so next, got those ingredients in. I'm going to take just a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to drizzle with olive oil over. I would probably say just, I'm doing it by eye, so I would probably say it's maybe a tablespoon and a half possibly. Alright, let's give it a little mix on it. A little chunk of tomato there, so we'll loosen that thing up. And for vegans, vegetarians, this is a great meal. Nothing in there, byproduct. Me, I love meat. I will eat some steak in a heartbeat. Maybe one day we'll do a carne asada, which for street tacos. Tacos de asada. But for now, we're in the Mediterranean world. So we got this nice little mix going on here. And what I'll do is take a small little sample here. Got a little glisten. Oh yeah. Once we get the couscous in there, we will be ready to roll. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this to the side now. And what we're going to work on next, we are going to work on hummus. And the hummus, as I said earlier, I had already used 2 cans of chickpeas. They have already been drained and rinsed. And what I'm going to do is I've got my food processor here. This is the Cuisinart model Pro Custom 11-inch or 11 TM, excuse me. We're simply just going to pour in our chickpeas. It all makes sure everything is slid over and secure. Gonna get them in there. And I'm gonna add a little oil and a little garlic as we go. So to begin with, this is just going to be your basic hummus to begin with. You can also do here, so we use a little roasted red pepper to add and infuse into it. To begin with, we're going to go with the chickpeas. Use a tablespoon of garlic. I'm going to use a tablespoon of cumin. I'm going to go with a teaspoon of salt. So now, what we're going to get going here is going to slowly drizzle in the olive oil until it becomes more of a hummus paste. So, go ahead and turn it on. beginning. You have to take the lid off for a second, maybe push the sides down. You want that nice hummus base. And we'll reattach. So currently, as you'll see, we basically have a regular style hummus here. But what I'm going to do, as I said, I'm going to infuse it with a little roasted red pepper. And what I'm going to do, tongs here, pull a sliver out, and we're going to drop it in. What I'll do is I'll save some of it to put it on top. I'll julienne it and lay it across the top of it later when I'm about to serve it. See, we have enough oil there, and there's a little bit of oil still in the red pepper. Larger little chunky guys on the side. Yeah, we're getting a nice little paste there. See? Alright, one more time. I'll put just a tad more oil in. Pull that off, and unplug our processor unit out of the way. Alright. Now, bring over our container that we're going to set it in. We're going to get the blade out first very carefully. Just kind of slide it off. These blades are super sharp. I have cut myself on them, being a little clumsy. So do be cautious with these blades. Even the top attachments that go with them, they're gnarly. They will cut you in a second. Alright, now we'll just kind of out. Get it out of the mixing bowl here. And here you can see that is two 15.5-ounce cans of chickpeas, garbanzo beans. And this is actually the same thing you would make falafels with, pretty much the same way. I would just make it more tacky, but a little more tacky, so I can put a little flour onto it to fry it. But chickpea will go a long way. A lot of people eat them in their salads. They're very versatile. I also like making hummuses out of black beans. This is my hummus here. And as I was saying, oftentimes for a little snack, around the table, or even if you're at your table, you grab a little scoop here, throw a little bit in a dish, some of these little roasted red peppers. Put a little julienne on it. Nice. I'll leave it to the top there. That'll make a nice little appetizer. Alright, so I'm going to check the couscous now. It should be close to ready to put in the Tabouli mix. Alright, so I'm going to take the flat edge and see how I laid it out in the pan to cool. What I like about using aluminum foil, I can just drop it in here. I'm just going one-handed. Alright, and now just kind of get a little chop stir to loosen up those clumps. Pretty hearty little dish, a lot of flavor, different textures. Surprising, most people think of parsley as it's just something you put on the side to pretty up the plate. It's got a lot of vitamin C in it. And then you have that kind of flavor of the cumin and cilantro, salt, pepper, olive oil, lime. Put a nice little stir on it, get that oil mixed over evenly. Alright, as I said, you just take a little bowl here, put some in for a small little side dish. You got some pitas, you go to it here and enjoy. Hummus and Tabouli in under 30 minutes. So I hope y'all enjoyed that, and I will try to make more videos. Have a great day. God bless.